Oh, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our last live stream before I take a break for holidays. Now, just to pre-warn everybody, we have a new live streaming software, which means I've not yet worked out how to sort the chat out, but get your comments and get your questions in there. I can see them, and if you're on YouTube, you should be able to see the live chat going through anyway. So can everybody do me a favour and put some test stuff in there so I can see if it's coming through or not? I really appreciate that. Even if you just write the word test and send it through on the live chat, just so I can see what's coming through. Because, as I said, this is a totally new system and I don't really know what I'm doing, if I'm honest. But yes, this is our last live stream. Even before you have your sound and vision. Gary, can you do me a favour and watch for the syncing of tonight's live stream? I've changed some settings to see if it's syncing okay. What I mean by that is when I'm talking here versus the audio and my lips moving, basically, because when I did the live stream on Friday, it didn't work out because I basically had some settings wrong in the background. So yeah, again, if you could, and thanks very much, I'm seeing your comments come through. So just for example, Gary's coming through here with that. Again, you guys should see that in the live stream, the live chat on YouTube anyway. But yeah, if you could just keep putting in stuff and firing in the questions, firing in the comments as we get into tonight, that'd be super helpful. So there we go. So yeah, changed the software before going on holiday. Thank you very much, Standout Running. He did a test for me. What a hero. So yeah, if you could just keep doing that. But getting your questions and comments in. But yeah, so effectively I'm going away. But unusually I'm taking a little bit more time. We've got some stuff going on here at FORDY Runs HQ that I need to make sure I'm doing and applying myself to. So I'm taking an extra bit of time off this summer versus what we're usually doing. And so yeah, so that's why we're taking this slightly extended break. But there will still be a lot of content. I've been a busy little bee and I've lined up a lot of stuff. I've still got to record and edit some videos, but we've got content lined up that's going to be coming out. We've still got some shoe reviews to film for shoes that I've not yet got the mileage in. A couple of Hoka shoes, a pair of Brooks. And actually this week on the channel, so tomorrow we've got a shoe from Adidas. I've got a review coming for anybody who's interested. There's a new shoe from Adidas that's dropping tomorrow. No, it's not the Adidas Pro 5 or Evo SL2. I told you before, the Adidas Pro 5 is September and Evo SL is December. Evo SL2 is in December. So, yeah, that's coming then. But yeah, a new Adidas shoe tomorrow. And then, as I said, I'll get my butt into gear and get some of the other videos recorded, edited, and ready to go over the next few weeks. We've got a couple of really good podcasts coming for the next couple of Fridays, so watch out for them. Some really good topics as well, so watch out for them. They're all recorded, they're all in locked and loaded, so they'll be coming out on Fridays as podcasts and video podcasts, so watch out for them. I'm just basically letting you know what's going on. And what else? I think that's probably about it in terms of the stuff on the channel. Chasing Dreams, we will have an episode of that come out as well while I'm away as well, because I've been filming that and doing bits around that as well. So I think that's it. That's that. Let me know in the comments, guys, what the camera's looking like as well. If you are tuning in live, I'd really appreciate you giving me some feedback on how the camera looks, whether it looks decent enough or if it's a little bit grainy. Again, it's all good feedback from you that I need, because that would be super helpful. And then the chat's here, right? So again, get your questions and comments in, and I'll work my way through them. The other bit of good news, who wants some good news? Let me know in the comments if you want some good news, because I've also got some good news. If you want some good news, let me know in the chat. But I think that's about it. Oh, lastly, we put out for the Great North Run I'll mention that because, again, we won't be live for the next few weeks. Great North Run, if you're in the area or, like, as I said, that way, northeast, you don't have to be running the Great North Run. We're doing an event on the Saturday, so make sure you go to FORDYRuns.com and check that out as well. So, yeah, go and have a look at that. It's going to be a fun day, so go and check that out. We're doing something a little bit different as always, so go and check that out. That'd be pretty cool. As well, I think, yeah, so there we go. So yeah, let me know if you want to see something good, something cool, something awesome. Put that in the chat. Okay. So evening, all working together. So the sync is working, so thank you very much, Gary. Again, Gary's on IT duty tonight, which is great news for me and you. Evening, Lee. Right, so here we go, some questions. Right. So, I've seen some pictures. Oh, there were some pictures of some. It was in Adidas. The new Super Glide, Supernova Glide. Oh, it's awful looking shoe. Oh, where's that question gone? So, Paul, I've seen some pictures of the new Asics Blaze Blast. Yeah, have you seen it? And how do you think it will compare to the Aero Glide? I was offered to review that shoe, and I said no. The Blaze Blast. I mean, I can still, Paul, if you think it's worth a review, do it. But I was like, I weren't overly fussed about it. But yeah, so to answer your question, yeah, I've seen it. I've got the tech sheet. I've had all the information about it. As you say, the interesting element to that shoe is how it compares against the Aero Glide 4 Gravel. The only issue with the Aero Glide 4 Gravel, which is an unbelievable shoe, I've said it and I've made videos about it on this channel, is that the Aero Glide is a little bit narrow. So I think that's probably a shoe, the Blaze Blast, that may work for people who find the Aero Glide 4 Gravel a little bit narrow. So that might be interesting. But yeah, Paul, let me know if you think we need to review it. We can still get the shoe, still a problem. But as I said to you, I weren't that bothered about it. It's just the way I am. Okay. Next question. Again, thanks guys for joining me on this last live stream. Get your questions in. Knock down the door, get your questions in. About holidays. One. Where's it gone? What shoes will you bring with you? And will you swim to prepare for next year's half Ironman? Well, it's interesting. You should say that. So in terms of shoes, I will take my Drop Set Pros, my Adidas Drop Set Pro, because I'll be mainly treadmill running, and obviously using the gym, and that's where that shoe is just. I don't think it can be beaten. It's just an unbelievable shoe, the Adidas Drop Set Pro. If you've not seen my review on that, go and watch that. It's an incredible shoe. You know, I was caning out on the treadmill the other day, and it took everything I had easily. So that's definitely a shoe that's going in. And I'll probably then take something like my Hyper Monster 3s or Skyward X2, something like that I can just, because where I am in Port Palenza, I can run up to, I can't remember the name of the town. Never remember the name of the town. It begins with A. Is it Harbour Fury? Whatever one it is, it's 5 miles away. And I can literally run out of my hotel, run all the way along the beach, all the way along the road, keeping the sea to my left, turn around, come back, and I get 10 miles. So I may do a bit of that. I may not. It's my holiday at the end of the day. So, yeah. Have I dropped out? Let me know if I've dropped out. Gary, if you're still there. Let me know if I'm still around, because it's just I got a weird message a minute ago. But yeah, going back to the question. Will I swim? I will do a decent amount of swimming as well, but not like trying to prove anything. I'll just swim because I enjoy it. But yeah, my main focus while I'm on holiday is the gym and my speed sessions. It is a cutback period for me to absorb a lot of the training that I've done, so I will do that. And that's an important part of what I'm trying to do. And I've planned it when I planned what I'm doing. It was yeah, it was a key point in the plan in which I wanted to absorb some of the training that I'm planning on doing. So there we go. Right, okay. What's one piece of running advice that you believed years ago but completely disagree with now? There's some great questions, Lee. One piece of running advice that you believed years ago but completely disagree with now. God help us. That's deep. I'm not really sure, Lee, to be honest with you. I've been pretty fixed on stuff, I would say, because if you think about it, I've got my coaching badges years ago, so I've always been sort of taught a certain way and understood certain things a certain way because of the way I've coached. I learned practical coaching skills, not online skills, but practical coaching skills many years ago. So I've been pretty true to those, I would say. So I don't think there's not much out there in terms of that I've changed. But it's a really good question. Really good question. But it has caught me off guard. But yeah, no, I would... yeah, really good question. But I don't think I've got an answer for it. Great question. Okay, this is from Dan. I picked up a pair of Mizuno Hyperwarp Pro. Amazingly priced. You were right in your video, Chris. They're great and very stable. Personally for raw price. So again, if you don't know what Dan's talking about, I did a video for people who are looking for a stable race day shoe. I'm looking for... for anybody looking for a shoe that's, I wouldn't say is a stability shoe because that's the wrong word. It's a shoe that's got TPEE foam in it. It's got a really flared sole on it, so it's providing plenty of width, which inherently provides a stable ride. And I think that working with a plate that's not overly stiff is a great package in terms of what we're getting. So yeah, I think if you're looking for a stable race day shoe, the Hyperwarp Pro is the way to go. And as Dan said, it's incredibly cheap at the moment. I don't know what you paid, Dan, but I saw them for like 140 quid, which is bonkers really because it was a 220 shoe. Okay. Again, guys, get your questions in. Thanks for joining me on this last live stream. I hope the technology's coming through okay. Hi Chris, I love the Super Blast 2, not getting on with Super Blast 3. It's disappeared. Would you go for the Saucony Pro 4 SC Elite 5 for a future marathon of 4 hours? Yeah, I'd go for either of them, to be honest with you. I'd probably go for the Pro 5 instead of the Pro 4. It's a little bit more stable. But the SC Elite, great shoe. I ran them in London Marathon, ran a PB in them. So yeah, I can't talk high enough of the New Balance SC Elite version 5. Version 6 coming real soon. So yeah, but yeah, it's a great shoe. Yeah, really good shoe, and as I say, it'll do just fine. Thoughts on the On Cloud Boom Strike 2? Have you had any into test? Release colourways look great. July the 30th release. No, so with On running shoes, I get them from an agency. So some of the brands send the shoes direct to me. Some of the shoes come via the agencies that are hired by the brand to launch certain shoes. Because I'm not high enough on the seeding list for a lot of the stuff, which is fine. Hang on, I've got a thing on my thing. Obviously, I get shoes from sportshoes.com as well because we're partners with them. But certain brands, I get the shoes from agencies. And On running shoes, I get through an agency. But I've not heard from that agency about that shoe. So as it stands, I don't have it. That's not to say that it's not coming my way. If I wanted to, I could reach out to them and ask them to see if it's coming my way. Which, I don't know, are you interested to see my thoughts on that shoe? Let me know. Interested to get your point of view. But yeah, if you think it's worth me testing, I can, and I'll reach out to the agency and say to them, because again, I don't know whether they've been hired to promote that shoe. So that's how it tends to work. But yeah, if you think it's worth me testing, then let me know, and I will go and ask them. Is the Azura £83 worth of buy? Mike runs. That's a very good question. I was just on with a client. We was talking about shoes 5 minutes before this podcast, and he was looking at them, and we was talking about yes, but it's a shoe for me that only worked really when I lent on them at easy pace or anything under sort of marathon goal pace and quicker. It was terrible. I just didn't care for it. But when I got into, I can't remember what it was. There's a video on the channel. I did a big long run in 20 miles, 80 miles, might have been more. But go and have a look. That video's on the channel. But it was a shoe that I needed to lean on to get the best out of it. But anyway, going back to the point. At 83 quid, he's going to go and buy a pair because it's worth a punt. He's got the speed, which he uses for tempo runs and things like that. So that's why we said it's a good fit. What's this one? This is a bit weird. Any suggestions for kids' size running shoes? Why for small feet is limited to kids' sizes? Blimey. Have a look at stuff from Asics. They do kids' sizes. They do. Honestly. Ben, they do kid sizes. Go and have a look at that. Okay. Standout running. I'm looking for a shoe that can handle a lot of long run miles. Current favourites are Skybird X2, Hyper Monster 3. Don't like the Super Blast 3. Or the Vomero Plus. Other suggestions, please. I'll be honest, I think you've got two very good shoes there. The shoe tomorrow is an interesting shoe for you, because that's in my lineup at the moment. I have just filmed for Chasing Dreams a segment, because a couple of you were asking when I asked the question the other week, or vice versa, we were talking about long run shoes, and I said, did you want to see in the video my sort of long run shoe rotation at the moment? And you come back, and I've had people even message me on Instagram about it as well. And so I filmed that, and that's coming into an episode of Chasing Dreams. So watch out for that. Watch out for that. But yeah, Standout Running. Watch tomorrow's video. Big 47 Matt. I've got given a brand new pair of Saucony Hurricane 25. I'm 119 grams and was wondering, would they be good for me on recovery and long runs? Yes, absolutely. Really good shoe. Really, really good shoe, that. The Hurricane, what number is it? The new version is out. Or is it not out over here, is it? Yeah, but it's out in the US. But the Hurricane 25 is a cracking shoe. It really is a really good shoe. So, yeah, I think you'll get on all right with it. Here's another. Oh, yeah, Mike's. Yeah, so I think I answered the question there, Mike. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Alcudia, that's it, Dennis. Alcudia. Yeah, 5 miles away. I'm gonna. Anybody out in Mallorca in a couple of weeks, just watch out for me bowling about. Oi, oi. Bridget. Good evening, Chris. I have a friend who supinates badly. What type of shoe would you recommend? Currently happy running the New Balance Fuel Set. Oh, get them out of the Rebels. They're terrible. Get them out of those Rebels. Just look at anything that I'm running in, because I supinate as well. So, all the shoes I recommend, basically, if you think about it, if you watch my stride, the way I run, you'll see that I supinate. So, yeah, anything that I'm recommending, basically, go through the channel. But get out of those Rebels. Awful shoe. What's this one? Good morning, FORDY. So, where are you in the world? I watched your compression boots video the other day. Who asked what's going on here? I made sense. Basically, am I still using the compression boots? Yes, I am. I was in them on Saturday after 21 miles. I was in them twice last week. And I came out, I was sweating in them. I must have lost 3 stone wearing them. But I am in them, yeah. My mileage, if anybody follows me on Strava, you'll see that my mileage has crept up. So, and also I'm still like gym 3 times a week, 50-mile week last week. I'm proper on it now. So, I absolute killer leg session today in the gym. And Christ, I done 4.5 miles to try and get that out of my legs tonight, and I felt every single mile tonight. My legs are absolutely ruined. Okay. Carl, ran my first 10k this weekend for years. I applied the coaching you'd given me around the turn of the year and went sub 1. There you go, brother. Well done, brother. Well done. All working well. Thank you, Gary, for the update. Lee's back. Has he got another? Since you're off on holiday, I'll chuck one more to you. It's another deep question. What's a coaching lesson you've learned that's nothing to do with running itself? Well, nothing to do with running itself. I would say it's confidence, but not in like the advice you're giving or anything like that. It's confidence to stand in front of people. So when I did my coaching badges, again, a lot of people now, they do online stuff and things like that, and you always need to check the qualifications of your coach, because there's some pretty moody coaches out there in terms of qualifications that but basically back in the day, when I was standing in, I think one of the places I had to go to Swansea one time to do a thing, and you have to stand in front of whatever group of 20 fellow people who are also coaching and command a session, right? And you have to think about all the detail, all the things you're meant to know about, but not the technical stuff, but more about the health and safety and things like that. But have the confidence to deliver that in a cool way, in a fun way, and make it relatable. I think that's something you can take into other things as well. So have the confidence to do things that like out your comfort zone. I think that's what physical coaching gave me, was to be able to have the confidence to do things that are outside my comfort zone. So stand in front of people and saying to do this and this, and leading that group. It takes bollocks and confidence. That Bridget. So anybody who's listening to the podcast, Bridget's asking, because always behind me I have here a Lego helmet which my brother gave me, which I built. It's of Mando. It's there. I got Boba Fett over there. I got Mando there. Good spot. Lisa, I'm struggling to run at the moment in the heat. My legs feel like I'm running through treacle. Yep, you're not alone. Take away the intensity is the key to that. Take away the intensity. Don't try and run so fast. The effort will still be the same. That's the key there. That really is the key there in the heat. Paul, I focused on 5k training recently and picked up some plantar. Christ, I think soft shoes were part of the course. I'm not surprised. My aero glides seem to aggravate things. Wondered if blaze basts would be firmer. They're lower. I don't know whether they're firmer. They're definitely lower. So I would take the physio's advice on that in terms of what's the best thing with regards to that. And different things. He's in Australia. So who wants to see something cool? You ready? You ready for this? Are you ready? Just to go out with a bang. Look what I have. I'm holding your shoe up to the camera on the podcast. Anybody who's been listening for the last, month? I've been going on about these. Yes. So if you're listening on the pod, I'm holding up a very red pair of Puma Deviate Nitro Elite 4s. Brand new look. Not even a mark on that outsole. And they are ready for the weekend. Look at them. They are a thing of beauty, people. They are a thing of beauty, and I shall be wearing these at the weekend. I've got a big run coming my way, and I'm going to be rocking them out, but I'm going to be wearing, more importantly, matching socks. Yeah, red. Honestly, I'm like a kid on Christmas Day when they arrive. I can't wait to run in them. on Saturday. What's this? Oh, it's just a good reminder, Dan. I'll just read your comment first. Fordy, big fan of your channel. Always great content to watch. Your Friday show on balance was probably the best video you've ever done. Thank you. I thought the audio was crap, but thank you very much for that. So I appreciate it. Bravo, so great show. Enjoy the summer. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I put it's a nice way, actually. In a way, kind of. If you've got any more questions, just fire them in. But in a way of sort of kind of ending the show. But I put a video out on, now it was either Saturday or Sunday, and it was talking about YouTube channels that I watch and that I recommend. Now, again, I watch mostly non-running stuff, but I wanted to do a video about the stuff that I'm watching, because it's like, if you're a new runner or whatever, you might be you might want to find these channels, but also more to get recommendations from you guys. So other people saw other channels. I think that was the key. But what was really nice and really overwhelming was how nice and how many comments were about this channel. And I think it's a great way, actually, to sort of, yeah, to tie up the first half of the year, let's say, as we go into the summer break. You know, in terms of thanking you guys for the support, thanking everybody who does turn up on a Monday and get involved, you know. The usual suspects are here. You know, I'm just looking at Bridget. She just wrote another comment. You know, people who support the channel and you can turn up every Monday into this live stream and ask questions and things like that. You don't know how much that I appreciate that. But there was a lot of nice comments in that video about this channel. And I just really wanted to take the time to thank you all, really. Because I didn't make the video to expect that. I was actually making a video about other channels. So to see such nice comments and just, you know, be compared against, you know, massive channels like Ben Parks and Ben Felton and people like that. You know, I wouldn't even say my peers, because they're just massive. So to be mentioned and in such kind words, I really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you very much for that. I didn't make that video to get that output. I made that video to highlight other channels. So yeah, thank you very much. I genuinely appreciate it. So it's a nice way to sort of tie up the loose ends before we go away for the summer break. Mike runs. Did you pay full price? I did not, Mike. He's probably not here tonight. But Guy basically talked me into getting them sent over. So do you remember when I said I wasn't going to beg and borrow and steal to get them? Well, Guy basically talked me into sending an email, and that's why they're here. So I gave in, and I swallowed some pride, and I took some humble pie, and yeah, and that's how I got them. So again, being transparent as always. But Guy's to blame for that one. He talked me into it. He was actually trying to talk me into buying a pair of Super Blast 2 at the same time, which I didn't need. So he talked me into getting them. So Guy, if you are listening, thanks for the nudge. I appreciate you. Okay. What's this? Lisa, yours is definitely one of the best. Just gutted. It's taking a break, but it's no problem. You're entitled to some time. Well, when I say we're taking time off, Lisa, you're still going to have at least one video a week. You're still going to, thank you, Gary. You're still going to have a podcast every week from me and Hayden. So watch out for that. But yeah, that's coming your way. But yeah, I second delay. So okay, all right, I still need to fix some bits. So there we go, team. So yes, it's a good way to wrap it up. I am tired. I am worn out. And I do need the break, and I appreciate, honestly, more than you know, the support. We'll come back refreshed. We'll come back ready to go. We'll come back and answering your questions, as always, on a Monday. Shoe questions, coaching questions, whatever it is, we will answer them. And we'll pick it up when we get back. But yeah, thank you to everybody for the support in the first half of the year. I really do appreciate it. Keep telling people about the channel. Make sure you listen to the podcast. Leave nice reviews. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, it won't be long. I'll be back. But as I said, there are videos coming your way. It's not like we're just disappearing off the end of the world. There's a shit ton of content coming your way. Starting tomorrow with that Adidas shoe that's dropping tomorrow. There's a review coming tomorrow for that Adidas shoe, so watch out for that as well. But yes, guys, have a great summer. I'll see you in a few weeks. It won't be long. I'll be back before you know it. Keep an eye out on the socials. 40_runs on Insta and on the community post tab on the YouTube channel. I'll let you know when I'm coming back. But that's it. Thanks again to everybody. I'll see you guys in a few weeks.